fellas, it's KC, the Red Pill Apple, back at y'all again with that heat. Y'all already know. Like I said again, the merch will be on its way. Wrists, elbows, knees, feet, shin, and everything to the back of her neck, holding her down, locking her down, submerging down that game. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. As soon as I'm done with these videos, piping hot status, you're going to get it down your phone, down your ear. All ear candy cane. Yeah, all ear candy cane. You're going to get that. Facts. 1,000 or better to go. Damn near there. I believe we might be there. I don't know. I got to check. But we in the range. My video for education purpose on, fair use on. How to get at me. Go to the description below the videos and it's there. Or in my about section. However, everything's there. Fella, you must be willing to let her go. Even when nature, even if nature comes calling, or when it comes calling, it comes calling. Now, what do I mean by nature come calling? You know what I mean. Even when you're horny as a motherfucker and you going through a drought. Your shit, every time you turn, if the wind blow your way, your shit standing up strong. You ain't had no ass in a minute. And there's going to be times to where there's going to be chicks coming around and you're going to be meeting them. You're going to be handing over your number, whether it's on a social site, dating apps, or in person. There's going to be chicks that's going to come around that's going to show you high interest. I mean, interest so high it shoots through the roof. However, you must pay attention to everything that they're saying in the texts or on the conversation, because that right there can determine whether they want to give you the ass or not. Fellas, it will determine whether they want to give you the sex or not. You get it? You must pay attention to what they're saying. Don't be too thirsty because you had a drought, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month, 2 months. And, before we get off back into it, I had a person. I don't want to say if it's a person I met in person. I don't want to say if it's a subscriber. I like to keep everything confidential between me and the person we talk to or whatnot, especially if they're doing a consultation. Or even if they're not doing a consultation, we just conversate. I don't like to air out no one's business. I'm not that kind of dude, but I know a guy. He just now got some ass. And he ain't had none in almost a year and a half. Real talk. He went on dates. He met a lot of women. And he showed me texts. He, had recorded conversations. I heard a couple things, and a few of those women, interest was high. However, they try to get him to do certain things just so eventually there will be a chance that he can get some ass for him. Like, couple dinners, taking them out to a couple dinners or whatever, a couple little restaurants or whatever, movies, cuddling with them, Netflixing and chilling, and he ain't hitting. Chicks played him like that, and he was somewhat falling for it, and he was wondering why he was doing these things they wanted them to do, and he wasn't getting the ass. What he didn't understand is that he's not doing the things he wanted to do. He was doing the things they wanted to do. Which means that if they don't like what you want, if they don't like, that you're not following their program and you're not doing what they want you to do and you want to do everything you want to do, then there's a chance they're going to leave. There's a chance they're going to actually, stand you up or show you, I'm not really sexually interested. Hey, but you can take me go get a drink, or you can do this and do that. Fuck no. You got to be willing to cut her off, even when nature comes calling, fellas. Let her go. Because if she's not suiting you and she's not fitting your program and what you want and what you got going on, then she's going to be wasting your time. 100% of the, that's just what it is. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. She's going to waste your time. You know what I'm saying? And not only that she's going to waste your time, there's a chance you could hit that, but look how long it may take. You know what I'm saying? Look how many hoops and hurdles you got to jump through just to get a 5-minute, 10-minute shot of ass. Right? And we know it's their strategy. Well, a lot of you guys don't know, but a lot of times it's their strategy to string you along like that, to see if you're going to fall with them stringing you along like that. Because they know that 10 times out of 10, those who fall, and I'm not gonna say 9 times, 8 times, 7 times out of 10. I'm gonna say 10 times out of 10. I'm great push it to motherfucking 11 times out of 10 and bulk that shit up. I'm ready to push it that far because there's so many guys that will follow what they want to do. You know, take me to this restaurant, take me to this play, take me to this event, take me here, take me there. Won't you come over and I need a ceiling fan hung up. Hang up my Christmas tree. Hey, do this and do. And he did all this shit. Year or two passed and he still ain't laid with the chick. He still ain't got no ass. He ain't smelt the pussy. He don't even know how to. He don't even know if the pussy is. He don't even know if she got a pussy or not. He don't know. But women know that if they get guys that can follow them like that, then 10 times out of 10 it won't be shit to attach them. And when it ain't shit to attach them, you got a sucker. That's gonna always be there. They know that. They know these things, but you guys don't know that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to be willing to let them go, even when nature comes calling. I don't give a fuck how horny you are. If she's not fitting your program, let her go. For another example, I had a chick that tried that shit with me. You dig? This was like, oh, fuck. I don't know, like, shit, like, recently, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I cut her off real quick. That's why I don't really even know how. It's about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I forgot the chick's name, how she looked and everything. Got rid of her fast. And I met the chick on Tinder, you know what I'm saying? Got her up off the Tinder site, over to my phone, you know, translated over to the phone. She jumped over there, got the number, hit me up. Hey, this is me, such. This is your number, boom. I'm like, yeah, you know, boom, boom, boom. Hey, check this out. I'm going to get right back. I'm going to get at you and let you know what we're going to meet at or whatnot. Boom, boom. She, okay, cool. I'm willing to do that. I'm cool. I'm G for that. I'm all right, cool. And she's like, you know, where are we going to meet? She's like, real, I look at it like she was trying to weave me out. She wanted me to say something stupid or something crazy so she can be, oh, I'm cool. I'm okay. Stand me up or ghost me or whatever, you know, they like to do. She like, so where we going to meet at? Where we going to do this and that? Mind you, this is like 4 or 5 days away from the date. I say, hey, look, check this out, baby. You know, I like to keep things a mystery. I want things to remain a mystery because I think that it'll captivate the moment in time that we're together whenever we hook up and, you know, whenever we link up and everything. And I don't want to spoil the moment because if I spoil the moment by letting you know where we're going to meet up at, then it may not be something you want to do, and it's something I totally want to do. So if you G forward, do you want to meet me or not? She, oh, yeah, I mean, I'm cool. I said, we're not going to a cemetery, so you ain't got to worry about that. Had her, you know, loosen her up a little bit, had her smiling, whatever. Then she's sending heart emojis. Okay, as long as I'm safe, yeah, you safe, you cool, boom. So time went on. I didn't follow. I kept moving, you know, doing what I do. So the day before the date, I let her know, hey, you still good on linking up and everything? She, yeah. So I sent her the address on where we gonna meet up at and everything. This chick said, so how would I be able to spot you? What you mean? For one, how would you, I mean, it makes sense. You got my photos on Tinder. You know how I look. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you talking about how will you be able, she said, how will I be able to spot you? Would I be expecting you standing there with a rose or two? Or like she said, with a nice red rose or two? That's what her thing was, a nice red rose or two. I said, LOL, dig, baby. My sexy ass is spotted through the Million Man March. So I strongly doubt that I need to bring a rose or two. You'll know me when you see me. I got you. I sent her a winky eye, you know. And she said, oh, okay, so what if I wanted a rose or two? And I said, there's nothing wrong with that. And in due time, you may get that. Now, I want some ass. I want you to come off them clothes. I want to take you out of them clothes. You know, that's what I want to do so we can go ahead and get that shit cracking. What do you say about that? She replied back, right? You got to remember, she came up with the rose thing. So I shot back at her to see where her mind was at. You dig? With the sex. You know, I was already keeping the flirtations, you know, on the Tinder and everything. So she kind of knew what to expect out of me in that conversation realm. And she said, well, that's will be something in due time that I have to think about. With a slight like emoji, like slight face emoji, like whatever type shit. Bye. That's how quick it is. Got rid of her because she's uncooperative. I let you know what's going to be. I didn't bring up the sex and none of you brought up the roles and everything. You telling me what you want up out of me, and I'm telling you what I want up out of you off the back. And I was already hint to that in the Tinder thing, which led her over to the text. So she knew what was up. She was up on the seductive flirtation. She knew what was up. You know what I'm saying? But she showed her hand of being a cooperative, being uncooperative, being combative, and resistance towards what I wanted to do. She had to go. So that right there further let me know that she's going to be on some bullshit. You know, I might have to waste time with this. And I ain't got the time for it. You guys to be able to pick up what they saying and read that shit and cut them the fuck off. You got to be willing to let them go. Of course, I got another, excuse me, I got a couple more dates lined up just as well. You know what I'm saying? For this weekend coming up. And I got one in the middle, I think Wednesday or Thursday in the middle of the week next week. So that's already in play. Nature's not calling for me. I'm not in the drought. I got things going. But for those who are in the drought, if they was in this situation here, some dudes will show up with a rose or two and do everything she say, thinking that they gonna get some ass because she's sending these heart emojis and she's texting so much, she's showing the interest. So a lot of guys thinking, oh, I got this on lock, I'm gonna get some ass. Show up with a rose or two to the restaurant or to the bar or whatever you gonna go or wherever y'all set it up to go. You gonna give her a drink, you might feed her something or whatever you got set up, and she's gonna leave. She ain't gonna kiss you on your cheek and keep pushing. Pat you on the head. What kind of good boy you are. You dig? And then keep on pushing. I'm telling you. That's what you're headed up against. So you must pay attention to what they're saying. Even when you're horny as fuck, when nature calls. That's why I call it when nature calls. But even when the nature calls, you got to be willing to cut her the fuck off and keep pushing because you know what you want. Why play with yourself, right? And keep on moving and holler at different chicks until you get what you want. That's how it go. And when you get what you want, we men, we ain't satisfied, but we want it all, right? Keep doing you. That's just how it is, fellas. Now, like I was saying, you cannot be that thirsty. You cannot be that motherfucking needy to where you just gonna jump and go for anything because you feel like she's gonna drop them draws. That's not gonna always happen like that. And a lot of times, the majority of the time, it's not gonna happen like that. So you got to get her to follow you. You must lead. I led. She was resistance. She had to go. That's flat out what it is. And there's other ones lined up. That's just how it is, man. Now, fellas, like these videos, share them and subscribe. It's the motherfucking message. You dig? 1,000 is the goal. Don't be that guy that just jump for anything because you're horny. You need a woman in your life. You need someone to lay up next to. You need that soft body. Now, you want that femininity around you. Don't be that motherfucker that'll fall for anything just to have it around you. You get it? You're not going to progress. And you're going to be sitting up there bitching and complaining why these women ain't shit. They hoes. They ain't nothing. They on some bullshit. They scandalous. You're going to be tripping. Or you fuck around and start tricking and doing some other shit that's out of the will of you being a straight up player. You dig? So don't do it. Now, like these videos, share them and subscribe. 1,000 to go. Holla.